problems that life brings, it comes at you fast.
Yo, yo, yo.
And on top of all those things,
AC Sports Live, Tuesday night.
if you let it consume you, long life it won't last.
This track you're hearing is from my brother, Pastor Tom Washington.
Is it true? Is it beautiful?
Pick it up. iTunes, Spotify. You probably heard it on KJLH. It was on Sunday with our girl Cameron Green and our boy Andre Russell. It's my new jam called Breathe from the upcoming album Nevertheless. Tom Washington. Got a good show tonight. Jimmy Mack. I'm gonna try my best to be great. What I got, man. All right. Watching the Pelicans and Zion show. He never let you down. All right, y'all. I got my NCAA tournament pick'em. I'm gonna pick my fourth bracket, men's and women's, live on the show. I'm gonna give you live commentary of why I'm picking certain teams with my gut or with the stats or the rankings. I'm gonna give a tribute to the legend, marvelous Marvin Hagler. And I actually have the video of the fight. Marvin Hagler versus Tommy the Hitman Hearns, and we're going to take a look at this furious 3 rounds of middleweight, welterweight, super welterweight, middleweight action. The best era of boxing, if you ask me, the 80s. Taking a quick look at NFL free agency, my 2 cents, and some sports flicks. This is AC Sports Live. Buckle up, y'all. It's going to be a wild ride.
You're quite hostile. I got a right to be hostile, man. My people been persecuted.
All right. We in here on a Tuesday night. This next track is one of my good students, Elijah Harrison, dropped some beats on me. So I'm in the process of writing my bars to match the beat he sent me. He said, Mr. Cobb, I'm going to give you a song you can have since they shut you down. So I got some lyrics. I'm going to bust a flow one of these shows. I'm actually going to do a cartoon video to my track. It's going to be hot. I don't claim to be no artist, but I'm going to give it a good old UCLA try. All right, man. Top of my list is the NCAA tournament. So I'm going to do something different tonight. I'm going to bring my screen to the forefront, and I'm going to pick my games. You can either pick with me or tell me who I should pick. All right. We got the brackets on the screen. Let me lose my title so I can see all the teams. I don't want to shortchange any of them. We got Stanford, number 1 seed. UConn's number 1 seed. Looks like I had them all in here. I'm just gonna go down the line. I hope I got them all in here. Let's see. Stanford gonna win that game versus UVU. We're going Stanford. We're going Oklahoma State versus Wake Forest. Let's see, 8 versus 9. Thank you. Anthony Carter in the house. 8 versus 9 is not really an upset. Started a little late. I got a new laptop. Mike staff. New laptop, new technology. Hey man, I'm gonna make a shirt that says "Be Great." You think I'm playing? All right, let's go. Let's go. I'm picking, man. I'm picking. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go Wake Forest. And I'm gonna go, let's see. Get my song going on all my music is on my other laptop. I'm wondering where my tracks at. I don't have any tracks. I'm gonna be looping this thing right here. It's all good. Jimmy Mack says Stanford, Baylor, North Carolina, UCLA versus. Okay, UCLA wins by 4. All right, Jimmy Mack. Rapid fire. I got UC Davis. I got Arkansas. I got Oregon. I got UGA. Northwestern versus University of Central Florida. I'm going UCF for the upset. And Louisville takes that one. Let's go to the other side. Other side. I got UConn. Syracuse versus San Diego State. I'm going to go San Diego State with the upset. Iowa. Kentucky. Is that Idaho State? No, thank you. Michigan versus... Yeah, Michigan. Tennessee versus MTU. I'm going to go Tennessee. Virginia Tech versus Marquette. I'm going to go Marquette here. I'm going to go Baylor over the HBCU Jackson State. This is the women's bracket, y'all. The women's bracket. Staying on this side, I got Baylor. Sorry, Marquette. I got Baylor. Michigan versus Tennessee. It's easy to pick Tennessee. It's South Dakota State, not San Diego State? Oh. Let me go back and change that then. South Dakota. Oh, yeah, I should have known better by the colors. Syracuse. Appreciate it, Jimmy Mack. I thought I saw San Diego State. I was doing my other bracket. I must have been thinking about something else. I'm going to go Michigan with the upset over the UT. I got Kentucky, Iowa. I don't like Kentucky just because. Iowa. UConn or Syracuse. Don't agree with the Final Four, but he goes with the champ. I think that's what's most important. You have to pick the champ. UConn, Iowa, UConn, Michigan, Baylor. Other side. Stanford, Wake, Stanford, Arkansas, UC Davis. Is it UC Davis, Mac? I'm gonna go upset Central. UC Davis, Oregon, UGA. I'm gonna go Oregon. Louisville, UCF, Louisville. I got Louisville, Oregon. Oregon with the upset. Stanford, Oregon, UConn, Baylor. UConn coming out. Stanford coming out. Oh, I got the bottom bracket to go. So I got Stanford, UConn in the top. All right, South Carolina. Oregon State, FSU, going Pac-12. The sound's going in and out. All right, they won't let me be great. I got a new microphone. I might have to go back to the MacBook Pro microphone. Test 1, 2. Let's try that. Technology is not gonna beat me. If that's better, Jimmy Mack, let me know. Go to Tech. 5 versus 12. Is it 5 versus 12 in the girls game the same percentages as the men's game as far as upsets are concerned. Georgia Tech, Stephen F. Austin. Does that sound better to you, Mac? Let's see. All right. I'm gonna go Georgia Tech. West Virginia versus Lehigh. We're gonna go West Virginia just because. Just because. Deacon Hill in the house. I got Texas, Bradley. I'm going Bradley. UCLA, Bama, North Carolina. I always go against Bama. North Carolina it is. Maryland versus UNC. Maryland. UCLA versus Bradley. UCLA. West Virginia versus Georgia Tech. West Virginia. South Carolina over Oregon State. South Carolina, West Virginia, Don Staley, and the Lady Gamecocks. UCLA sneaks up in the Final Four. Wishful thinking. I got on my other side, NC State, UCF, Washington. I'm going to go Pac-12, Washington State, Gonzaga versus Bell. I'm not even sure who Bell is. Gonzaga, Indiana versus VCU. VCU is always good, and I hate Indiana. Let's go VCU. Sometimes you got to go with your gut. Sometimes you got to just go with your gut. Rutgers. I hate BYU. Rutgers it is. Arizona. Let's go Pac-12. Iowa State, Michigan State. Let's go with, I don't like Iowa State that much. It's like, I like Michigan State, just the colors. It's women's. It's not girls. Thank you, Anthony Carter. It's women's. A&M versus Troy. I hope I don't get shut down by the Me Too movement. My apologies. It sounds better, but you sound like I've been smoking for 20 years. I'm raspy. I'm on DMX. A&M, women's. Arizona, women's. That sound better. Gonzaga, VCU. VCU with the upset. NC State. NC State advances. I never want to pick Arizona in the Final Four. Coming out of the bottom, I got South Carolina. I got number ones. NC State, South Carolina. I got all number ones. Not a chance. I got South Carolina versus Stanford, UConn versus NC State. I got UConn, that's my team. Stanford over South Carolina. I got UConn winning the whole thing. Final score, 57-53, Huskies. With Gino Auriemma, with the COVID-19 comeback. All right. Ain't no way UCLA women in the Final Four. Well, we shall see. We shall see. All right, men's. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Still popping it out. Yeah, women. Oh, I'm not picking the UCLA men to go. No way, Jose. We need a couple more dudes. I do have us win the playing game versus Michigan State. Taking a chance with that. Okay, number one. Gonzaga. Over the play-in game. Norfolk State versus Appalachian State. Not a chance. Oklahoma, Missouri. I'm gonna go. Don Staley. I see you, AC. Oklahoma, Missouri. I'm gonna go Mizzou. Creighton versus UC Santa Barbara. Creighton got some bad karma with the guy who said, guys, don't leave the plantation. I hope they lose. UC Santa Barbara, let's go. You shouldn't pick games with your gut, but sometimes you do. UVA versus Ohio University. I got UVA. SC versus Play-In Game. I'm going to go SC. They got the Twin Towers. Kentucky versus Eastern Washington. Not Kentucky, Kansas. I'm sorry, Kansas. Yes. Oregon versus VCU. I'm going to go Oregon with those nice uniforms. Iowa with one of the players of the year, Garza. They come out of there. Other side, what we got? Baylor. Yeah, Baylor don't smash. Carolina sneaks in the tournament. We got the UCLA spot because we lost our last game. UNC versus Wisconsin. I'm just going to go UNC just because I want to see them make it to the next round. Villanova is my third favorite team. I got UCLA, UConn, and Villanova. I'm going to go Villanova. Purdue. Somebody got Purdue winning the whole thing. That was a Yahoo pickle, automatic pickle. I haven't seen Purdue play this year. They always got a couple guys that can go. Texas Tech and the revamped Red Raiders. I got them coming out the first round. Arkansas versus Colgate. This is my upset special. I'm going to go Colgate. They're going to slow it down on Arkansas. I'm going to go upset special, Colgate. Florida versus VT. I'm going to go VT, upset special. Ohio State versus Oral Roberts. No chance. All right, let's go to the other side. Gonzaga, Mizzou. Got the Zags. Santa Barbara comes to a halt. UVA. Let me see how it sounds on my end. Let me make sure that sound bad. Oh yeah, it sounds terrible. This laptop might be fired from the podcast. This laptop ain't ready for the podcast. So we're gonna have to just fight through it, speed through it. Let's go SC versus Kansas. I think Kansas is not as strong as they normally are. So I'm going to go SC. We're going to go with them Trojans. Oregon versus Iowa. I'm going to go Iowa here. I don't think Oregon has the dudes. Let's go to the other side. I got Ohio State versus Virginia Tech. Ohio State. Arkansas versus Texas Tech. I got Texas Tech surprising Arkansas. Villanova, without their best player, I think this is where they come. This is where they get their ticket home. Purdue advances. Baylor, North Carolina. Baylor is too strong. I got Baylor beating Purdue. I got Ohio State beating Texas Tech. I got Gonzaga. I got Iowa. Oh, who I got here? My final four, I got Gonzaga, Iowa, Baylor, and Ohio State. Where's my number one at? I missed the other side. Oh, yeah. I'm missing the whole other side. All right, so for the top two, I'm going to go Zags, Baylor. Let's go to the bottom bracket. East and Midwest. I got the Wolverines, LSU, Georgetown, surprising Colorado. Georgetown hot 4 in a row. Florida State. I got UCLA or Michigan State beating BYU. Playing games going to advance. You get 2 for 1 in that game. Texas versus ACU. Going Texas. UConn versus Maryland. UConn's playing good. Both right is back. Alabama versus Iona. Iona, Rick Pitino. Rick Pitino pulled the upset. 15s can beat number 2s. Every year a 15 beats a number 2. Or every year a 12 beats a 5. So I'm going to go Alabama. Other side. Houston versus Cleveland. Houston. Sounds cool on your iPhone fix that before Thursday, though. I don't even know what this laptop problem is. This is a super fast laptop. I'm flexing. Clemson, Rutgers. Let's go Rutgers. West Virginia. The Morehead State. West Virginia. Syracuse versus San Diego State. Let's go San Diego State versus the Zone. Oklahoma State versus Liberty. Let's go Liberty. No. Oklahoma State. They got that kid. They got the kid. Tennessee versus, or was it Oregon State? Oregon State versus Tennessee. Let's go Pac-12. Let's go Georgia Tech. Let's go Illinois. Let's go. I sound fine? Cool. All right, so moving right along. Illinois versus Georgia Tech. I got the line eye. One of these ones is going to fall. I'm not sure which one. I got Oklahoma State advancing. That young guard is very impressive. West Virginia versus San Diego State. I think this is a toss-up. This is go. Let's go West Side. San Diego State. Houston, Rutgers. I got Houston. UConn, Alabama. I got UConn with the upset. UCLA, Michigan State versus Texas. I think the end of the road for UCLA or Michigan State. Both teams are down this year. Just make it out of the first round, UCLA. Be happy with it, Texas. Georgetown, FSU. I think Georgetown is hot enough to advance. Michigan's going to smash, but Michigan's missing their best player. So it's not a gimme for Michigan versus Georgetown. I got Georgetown in the upset. I got UConn in the upset. Houston's going to pull through. Illinois is going to pull through. Illinois. Ooh. UConn. Let's do it. My final four. Gonzaga, UConn, Baylor, Illinois. Gonzaga smashes UConn. I got Baylor over Illinois. I got Baylor winning the chip. 77-68. Submit my picks. Baylor Bears. That's who I got. I'm sticking to it. Those are my live picks. All right. That was tough. I got through it. Somehow, some way. I'm out of breath. I just worked out. I'm geeked up. It's time for the tournament. Let's go. Thursday. Let's go. All right, y'all. Transitioning. Get back to my slate. What I got tonight. Got through the tournament. UConn and Baylor. Live pick them. I probably got some other teams picked them from my other four brackets. Next, tribute to a legend. Marvelous Marvin Hagler passed away this week at the age of 66. I know he is arguably the most feared, most revered, the most respected middleweight of all time. If not the best, he's right there. When you think about middleweights, you think of marvelous Marvin Hagler. Marvelous, definitely marvelous. He fought in the golden era of boxing. He fought on the biggest stage versus one of the biggest names in boxing, Sugar Ray Leonard. And if you go back and watch the fight, I believe he was robbed. He fought the likes of Leonard, Hearns, Duran. He dominated the middleweight class during the golden age of boxing. He was kind of quiet, but he was real bullish in the ring. That bald head, glistening. He had 67 fights. Spent over 14 years as a pro. Fighting out of Brockton, Massachusetts, with a record of 62 wins, 3 losses, and 2 no contests, with 52 knockouts. He's unmistakable in the ring, fighting out of a southpaw stance. For all you non-boxing fans, that's left hand. Lead with your right, finish with your left. Relentless inside fighter, great to the body. He stopped opponent after opponent. The biggest fight, I would say, the most memorable fight, came in '85 when he fought against Tommy Hitman Hearns. Hagler fought with a proverbial chip on his shoulder. He was always mad. He was convinced nobody liked him, promoters, fans. He was the bad guy. I dug up the fight. The most vicious 3 rounds of boxing you've ever seen. Hagler, Hearns. I agree with Jimmy Mack. He was robbed that Sugar Ray fight. Sugar Ray showboating won him the fight. Mike G in the house. Here's the fight. Let's check it out. All right.
For these fights, and here we go.
Vicious. I think Hearns was on that crack that day, though. He came out just swinging out of control. And Hagler was hurt. Hagler was hurt just a little bit in that first round. They try to say Hagler was done after Hearns hit him with that straight. Mike G says, greatest fighter of the 80s. I'll agree. Wild first round. This fight couldn't go any longer than the 3rd round. They were throwing straight bombs. How do you ref this fight? Hearns was game, though. I think Hearns was fighting out of straight adrenaline. Hagler's skill, though. Hearns was all or nothing. Whereas Hagler, he never changed. He kept coming forward. Hearns and shot his wide, man. Oh, low blow. Is it Dame time? I would turn the game on, but my laptop might go crazy. I got the game recorded, Jimmy Mack. I'm going to check him out. Y'all know Dame is my guy. Mike Tyson was your favorite, but Hagler fought them all. Always pushed the issue. It's hard not to like Tyson. That'd be a good debate. Best fighter of the 80s. Hagler, Tyson. Y'all ruining it for me, man. Dame is a bad man. What's Dame doing? Dame knocking down three. They came back from being down. Okay, it's Dame time. Oh man, Floyd don't want no parts of these dudes, man. This is the first round. Deacon Hill, first round, best first round of all time. How do you come out of that corner after that round, man? That's crazy. Mike G said, hard to take Floyd serious when you see this. Why you do him like that, Mike G? Hey, these dudes. Hey, what Floyd would say is these guys ain't fighting smart. These guys are fighting, get punch drunk. This is the difference between capturing imagination and just winning the fight. Hagler kept coming forward, even though Hearns was throwing them bombs. I think Hearns is on that stuff, man. I really do. Miss Mac, is that your best Pam impersonation from Martin? Is that Tommy Hitman Hearns? Uh-oh. Them legs are gone. He's on that rip fuel, man. Floyd way too small for these guys. But didn't Sugar Ray fight at Floyd's weight and moved up? I think all these guys, even Tommy Hearns started off as a welterweight. And he moved up. Like, I can't get rid of these 12 pounds. I'm 212. I walk around 195 and I'm in good shape. But this old man weight. They done slowed down a little bit, but they still throwing bombs. Not very many jabs being thrown. Hearns just throwing a couple jabs, but they got something behind them. Mike Staff said, made my daughter watch this fight. You indoctrinated your daughter on this fight. How can anybody top this fight? Art Thompson III, you watch Ali in person and never, ever have been a first round like that. And Art Thompson III, you covered Muhammad Ali. And you saying that was the craziest first round you ever seen. And you seen some fights. You remember watching this on Select TV. On TV and Select TV. You had one channel. Them legs gone. Ooh, they throwing bombs, man. I think we would say Bernard Hopkins is the equivalent to the inside brawler that Hagler was. Hagler is hurt. He's cut. He's cut. But he's not going to let that stop him. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This can't go past 3 rounds, man. I do not own the rights to this video. I stole it off YouTube, off somebody else who stole it. I think in memory of the marvelous one, it should be allowed. The 3rd and final round. This is it. Yeah. Hagler had that skill. You think Tasha Zoo and Triple G are the only ones that can change their style. Hagler has gone conventional to the right hand. Hearns was getting all types of leverage on his punches. How did Hagler hang in there? That guy's tough, man. You figure Hagler is what, 5'10"? Hearns is what, 6'2"? That's some leverage, man. But them legs gone, man. Them legs gone. He was on that stuff, man. The stuff is starting to wear off. Maya has watched several fights of Ali too. Mess around, she's gonna be a fighter. She might like the sport. Uh-oh. This is where the fight was in the balance. It was in the balance right here. They was gonna stop the fight. Because the cut is going to drip into his eye. which puts the urgency under Hearns Hagler to finish this fight.
Tremendous right. Hearns appears rubbery. He appeared that way in the second round.
You know, Richard Steele is
You cover Ali Holmes when he was 20-something years old. You cried. That was hard to watch, man. I hated watching that fight. That was I hated Holmes after that for doing that to, but he had to. It's a wrap. Back of the head. It's a wrap. He's out. Night night. Sleepy time. And he's not gonna get up. Jerry Carroll juice all over the mat. Richard Steele's counting. It's a wrap. It's over with. Marvelous. Marvin Hagler.
Stopping him in the third round after Hearns almost ended it on a first round knockout. It didn't go very far, but it was a beauty.
And Tommy Hearns predicted a knockout in the third.
And it was his own knockout in the third.
Tommy Hearns will be all right. He is still
Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Thank you for what you brought us as fans.
has gained any redemption he needed from the loss to Roberto Duran.
Hey, man. A legend. One of the greatest fighters of all time. Now, there was some talks about Tommy Hearns' tweets, or was it his IG post, about how the Marvelous One passed away. That's neither here nor there. He retracted what he said. He didn't know if it was COVID related or vaccine related. He just died suddenly of chest problems. But Hearns posted, "Allow us to have our peace. Our love and respect to Marvin and his family. This is not an anti-vaccine campaign. It's outrageous to have that in mind during the passing of a king, legend, father, husband, and so much more. The Marvelous One, Marvin Hagler. Hashtag boxers are people too." This comes from the IG of Tommy the Hitman Hearns. Say what you want. A legend is gone. I know a lot of people had some moments of silence. Pretty sure every fight this weekend is going to have a standing, quiet, silent 10 count for the Marvelous One. The Fabulous One. What did he say, Mike? He said that he hopes it's not because they don't know. He said, "I hope it's not because he got the vaccine." And he passed away 4 days later, unexpectedly. So they don't know, but the timing kind of it's kind of sketchy. So we won't know until they tell us. Whereas before they were labeling everything as COVID, now they're pushing the vaccine on people, and they don't want the vaccine to get negative press. So that's why Hearns retracted his statement saying this is not to get anyone to be in fear of it, but you can think what you want to think because the timing of it. We're not even sure if he even got vaccinated. We don't know that for sure. So we're just going to leave that alone. Let the king rest. And we'll remember you in our hearts as one of the greatest of all time, Marvelous Marvin Hagler. All right, so my free agents. So the Patriots are busy. And some other movement in the league. Let's go with some NFL free agent news. Ryan Fitzpatrick going to the Washington football team. I don't think that makes a big difference. The NFC East, we got a lot of work to do. I don't think Fitzmagic is the answer to the problems in Washington. We all know Dak got his money. Cam got his money, so to speak. He's back in New England. And he got a 1-year deal. $6 million. with honors and how far the Patriots go. Heavy incentive laden. The deal could be worth $14 million if they ball. Now the Patriots have been super busy, man. They got Jonnu Smith. They got another tight end. Where is he at? This is the tracker. It's going. They re-signed James White. They signed Jalen Mills. Kendrick Bourne. They also got Nelson Aguilar. I don't know how he keeps getting paid, but he does. Let's see. Is this a desperation ploy by the Patriots to get back in the game since our guy Tom Brady got another championship? Patriots are going to get double tight ends going again. Who's going to sign Galladay? That's interesting to me. He's a baller. Let's see. Looks like Chris Godwin's going to stay in Tampa Bay. We don't know about Antonio Brown yet. Shaq Barrett is going to stay in Tampa Bay. They franchise tag Allen Robinson in Chicago. Safety Justin Simmons is going to stay in Denver. Galladay still unsigned. Joe Tunney is going to the Chiefs. Offensive line help for Pat Mahomes. Hunter Henry. Oh, wow. How did the Chargers let Hunter Henry go? Hunter Henry's going to New England. So New England has a tight end tandem that they always like to use. Levante David staying in Tampa Bay. All right, we got some action, boss. We got some Aaron Jones is staying in Green Bay. Corey Davis, star receiver from Tennessee, is going to New York. Why would he do that? Because they paid him 3 years, $37 million. Juju Smith still unsigned. Come on, Jack Rabbit, you got to find yourself a home. Where are you going to play next year, man? I would say come to Philadelphia, but you be TikToking so much, I'm not sure if the Philadelphia fans are going to have that. And Hassan Riddick is still unsigned. Marcus May, Matt Judon going to New England. New England has spent some money this offseason. I can't wait to see what they do with it. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Andy Dalton is going to Chicago. How in the heck do you get Andy Dalton to get to Chicago to pay him all that money? Hopefully, it's loaded with incentives tied to winning. Andy Dalton, did he hit the can we see how much they gave Andy Dalton? Is it on here? They didn't make the wire on my feed yet. Yeah, Andy Dalton's pretty trash, y'all. Straight guff. Nelson can't catch at all. How does he keep getting paid? Well, he does score touchdowns once in the blue moon, so I guess you got to give him his credit. Ms. Max said the Chargers just like losing. You let your good players go, you got a great young quarterback. You going to get rid of his tight end? I'd like to see Juju with the Eagles. Juju replacing Deshaun Jackson. One Jackrabbit for another Jackrabbit. I wouldn't mind that. You figure Juju with Jalen Hurts, Jalen Reagor, we might have some action. Reagor's a deep threat. Juju's the possession guy. We'll see what happens. His leverage right now is keeping him from signing up with anybody that's not long term. Let's go. Slate, what's next? Keep me on track. My 2 cents. All right, man. Y'all stalled my man Kuzma out. Y'all stalling him out. All right, so Kuz is a 63% free throw shooter. So the Lakers put him on the line for a technical foul. I guess they're getting him ready for his really crunch time. Or should I say clutch time? Thank you. AC Carter. What does Kuzma do? Kuzma, LeBron, and Montrez are waiting to see what he does at the free throw line. If you didn't see it, Kuzma missed a whole basket. That's why you get the gas face. Come on, Kuz. Come on, Kuz. And the bench from Golden State at the time clowning Kuzma. They were doing it. Look out. Watch out. Look out. He's shooting. Everybody duck. Everybody duck. Draymond couldn't believe it. Ooh, Kuzma. Kuzma, you got to do better, man. Not a good look. Good news. Tiger Woods is at home. Continuing recovery from his injury suffered in the car crash. Prayers up for recovery. Tiger Woods, don't be in a rush to come back and play no golf. Get better, my man. If you play golf again, it's gravy. We're just happy you're alive, man. Our guy, LeBron James, keeps impressing, man. LeBron James has become partner in the Fenway Sports Group, making him a part owner of the Boston Red Sox. First reported by Boston Globe and confirmed by ESPN. Man, LeBron James, man, I want to be like you when I grow up. Even though I'm 10 years older than you, you are Metamucil. Still not digging the Red Sox, though. Still Dodgers on mine. But congratulations to LeBron James. LeBron James is all right with me. All right, this one came down my feed. Top 5 all-time quarterbacks. Bogus list. Where's Dan Marino? Tom Brady, Joe Montana, Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, Patrick Mahomes. I don't have Aaron Rodgers and Peyton Manning over Dan Marino. Who y'all got? I can't put Pat Mahomes in top 5 yet. He's had 2 great seasons. 3 great seasons. So this list right here, not going to fly with me. Not sure what y'all think. Tom Brady, I gave him 1A. Joe Montana, 1B. Dan Marino. Peyton Manning. I might go Drew Brees before Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes is going to be the greatest of all time. He ain't played long enough, Ryan Clark. Yeah, I can't roll with this list. You still got some ways to go. Pat Mahomes, before I anoint you as next. I think we could cancel this guy. Cancel him for his anti-Semitic comments and ignorance. On the Time Is Now podcast with Mike Stafford, he talked about this as he might not have known what he was saying because of the way he said it. And it's probably true. If you've heard what he said, you probably didn't know. But in 2021, ignorance is not a good enough excuse. Just like the commentator who said inappropriate things during the national anthem at a women's basketball game in Norman, Oklahoma. He said his sugar levels were low, which caused him to say what he said. And this is the meme that came from that. Are they kneeling during the anthem? Matt, eat a Snickers. He said, why? Because you are super racist when your blood sugar is low. Better? mega much. Once again for you, Mike. Hey, man, all you racists, we gonna point you out. We gonna point you out. It's time to expose all racists. Expose them all. We ain't playing with them no more. As a teacher, I don't like to call kids bad, but this one was funny. Who looks like the baddest kid? I said 50 Cent and Lil Wayne and T.I. and Eminem look like kids that you have to pull to the side every day to get some act right. And Kanye. Kanye look like he do stuff all the time. You have to say, hey, knock it off. And he'll say, what'd I do? 50 Cent look like he got issues. Usher looked like he liked the girls a lot. Neo and Kid Cudi look all right. They look like normal, schoolyard kids. Wayne looked like he gets in trouble every day. 50 Cent looked like he can't sit down. T.I. looked like he cussed a lot at school because he got them silver caps. And Eminem looked like he says things he should not say in class. That's my take on it. I call kids challenging, not bad. They're challenging. The most challenging kids in this graphic. Miss Max said Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne look like he got problems. That's blood sugar is a serious thing in the life of a racist. Blood sugar low. Lil Wayne, Miss Mac, it's still happening with Kanye. He's still popping off. I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce had one of the best music videos of all time. Taylor, I'm gonna let you finish. 50 Cent had the class in the bungalow. The class in the bungalows, way out there in the boondocks. I taught that class at Compton Centennial. Bungalow class. Wayne gets sent to the principal's office every other day. Hey, you know a kid when he walk in your classroom what's going to be like. You know. Hey, shout out to Kirk Franklin. God will forgive you. But your 32-year-old son need his butt whooped. I know Kirk Franklin's probably not big enough to whoop his son. But if you heard the tape, not mad at you, Kirk Franklin. Your son try to ruin your reputation in the church world. Because you cussed him out like a grown man. And you probably had to be on your knees and pray after you did it. And it sounds like you do it all the time. But this meme came down my feed and I had to laugh. Next time your 32-year-old son got something to say, give him the eye, turn her eye. And pop him right upside the head. Put hands on him. He's 33. Even worse. Even worse. I'll forgive you, Kirk. I understand. These kids, sometimes you got to get these kids. Sometimes you got to put hands on these kids. I thank God my kids ain't like that. I told my son he's out at 18. But I'm just kidding. If he's not ready to go, I got to make sure he's ready to be out there. And I don't think he's right there yet. I want to shout out my little homie on the rise, Mylan Williams, 12-year-old baller. I believe he had 2 touchdowns this week. He plays for the Laced Facts, 7-on-7. Doing them real great. The future Jackrabbit. I went to school with your mama. That's my girl, Mia. Your son, Mylan, looking like a beast. Baby Moss. Y'all watch out. And all you parents hating on him, shame on you. Let the boy shine. It's my guy. Tabs on you, my. Counting on you, bro. You the next great receiver to come out of Long Beach Poly. Shout out to my baby bro, Mayshawn. Cobbs, Inc. Wasted Clyde's birthday today. If I'm 47, that makes him 42. Jackie Robinson, getting old there, bro. A little longer in the tooth. Love you, man. Hope you're not turning up too much. Sad news. I wasn't sure if this was true, but when it's ESPN, Keyshawn Johnson says his daughter passed away. Prayers, shalom with our guy, Keyshawn Johnson. I'm not sure if anybody can confirm this. This is so sad. My thoughts and prayers with my man Keyshawn. This is very tough. I don't even know how this could possibly feel. I do not wish this on anyone, even my foe, my rival from college, Keyshawn Johnson. I pray that you have some peace and shalom in this whole thing, man. Somehow or another, find some way to see the silver lining and the light that can come out of this. Stay strong, brother. All right, man. Shout out to my homegirl, Yvonne Withers. I know her, Mercedes Lewis's mom. Long Beach Live Scan. She moved into a new office off Long Beach Boulevard, Suite D7. If you need live scanning, fingerprints, or notary services, check her out. She also has a visitation business. If you need visitation with your seed, check her out. She's on Facebook, Yvonne Withers. I will put the other information on the screen, but I didn't get a chance to type it in. If you want that information, hit me up. I'll give it to you. Shout out to Buka's Nana Pudding. Shout out to Mike and the Lions Deli Finance Services. Let's go with my sports flicks as I get out of here. All right, so CP3 has a documentary. Why not us? It's a undefeated documentary about North Carolina Central basketball, HBCU basketball. Limited resources during COVID. I gotta say, man, I was hooked. There's short, mini documentaries, half an hour here, half an hour there. Check it out. It is on ESPN Plus. Why not us? Starring the North Carolina Central basketball team, produced by Chris Paul. Are these my sponsors, Miss Mac? You can say that. I'm shouting them out. And in one day, I'll have a list of sponsors that will allow me to retire from my job. Do y'all want me to lose my job? Basketball team from North Carolina Central. Some likable guys, man. I like the team. Which is the segue into Last Chance U. If you like Last Chance U football, you're going to like Last Chance U basketball. With the East LA Community College Huskies. ELAC Huskies. Washington Prep, Coach Mosley, and his ragtag bunch of bounce backs and 13th graders. He got some pieces of work on this squad right here. A couple of the guys have gone on to play D1. If you watch Long Beach State basketball, one of the craziest kids on the team is now playing for Long Beach State. I'm on episode, I think 4. Me and my wife are watching it, so I'm taking my time watching it. But it is a banger. Straight fire. Straight fire. All right? Okay, y'all. That's my time. I love that show too, Miss Mac. I'm gonna have to watch the episode tonight. It's real. It's too real. All right, y'all. Yeah. Is it Mobley or Mosley? It's Mosley or Mobley? I thought it was Mosley. Appreciate y'all. Mia, appreciate you coming through. Tell that young man I'm proud of him. Want to see great things out of him. He can even wear number 5 when he gets to Poly. Tell him wear number 5 like Uncle AC, Uncle T. Cobbs, aka the Orange Mama. All right, I'm gonna holler at y'all on Thursday. I'm gonna probably chat with the Collective Podcast. If you have not watched or listened to the Time Is Now podcast, Mike Stafford is live and on the air on Apple Music, Spotify, Anchor, anywhere you podcast is available. And Thursday nights, Sucker Punch podcast, Jimmy Mack here on Facebook Live. And the Collective Podcast, Thursdays at noon. Anthony Carter, CNQ, Trey Hop, Old Man Rob, Saucy. And Friday night, 1585, yours truly, Jimmy Mack and Miss Mack. I'm going to go ahead and sign Miss Mack to a contract. She's going to join 1585. And once again, shout out to my brother, Tom Washington, my pastor, my brother-in-law, hit single 3. You hear it on KJLH. I'll go out to this. Whatever's good, lovely, of a good report. Think of these things, y'all. Y'all be blessed. I'm going to holler at y'all. Sports Live.
Gotta free your mind, get on one accord. You gotta move forward, put all the hurt on the shelf. I need a minute, I gotta get over myself. Don't let nothing rock your world, can't let it take your peace. You really need to slow it down, meditate, relax.